everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. I am doing the full moon in Leo for Aquarius sun moon rising. So with that, let's see. Let's just talk about Leo for a brief moment. Leo, Leo is likes all the attention. Besides liking the attention, they love to impress and they love to get a lot of praise and admiration. However, although they like being in the spotlight, they don't like criticism too much. But Leo is fire. Leo is the sun. And it's like, how can we use the aspects of this particular energy and see how it is going to impact Aquarius in the sector of their relationships. So with that said, Aquarius, let's see what we got here. This is, first card I got is the Guardian Angel. Now the Guardian Angel kind of reminds me of the world because you have all the elements to create. But in this, since this is more air in a sense, well, it has all the elements, but the main character here is that Guardian Angel. So she's more of air, which is interesting because Aquarius is air. So this also is about healing. Maybe there's some relationships you need to heal, and using all the elements that are at your disposal to possibly heal these relationships. Now, the Guardian Angel is about peace and harmony. So what can you do to bring peace and harmony to the relationships that, and it's not just love relationships. You have relationships with your friends, family, co-workers, and love. So all your relationships, what can you do to bring harmony? Because you have the power of change and to heal. Now, I just think this is interesting. Because really, this is a time to strike a balance with the other. With any one-on-one relationship, regardless, even if it's an adversary, it's just time to strike a balance. Now, here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So when you look at the Queen of Pentacles, you think money, power, and respect. And I'm sure that you have some of that. But at the same time, this could also be for you, Aquarius, because if the Pentacles, you think of home, nurturing, someone has good food and all that kind of stuff. But being that Aquarians are of air. So even in your home, I'm saying in your home, there has to be a balance with the physical and metaphysical. Because you see her at this table. This is like, she has her place where she can go. And you see what she has in her hand. She can go there to create. So I think for you, looking at this card and the way it's depicted here, this Queen of Pentacles, I think that I really feel very strongly, let me put it this way, I feel very strongly that, this nurturing aspect, you need to bring some more the metaphysical balance in your home. And this is going to help balance your relationships because, people love you, and even though you're Aquarius, people may not really understand you. You're that person who probably knows a lot about everybody, and people may not really know you. And you kind of like that because you tend to be more of a, not to say that you can't be part of a group, but you're also an individual. And so with this healing, and if you're healing your environment or creating a space in your environment, this will help you deal with your relationships better. I'm feeling that. I'm just feeling that you need to create that space that helps you use your transformative powers to create. And it's like striking, and this is going to help strike the balance between your needs and their needs. So this is about that, more or less we have to compromise, and you like your sense of security, but you need that little corner of the sky that's all yours. And that's why I look at this table. This is for you. This is for your foundation, so that you can go out and create or work these relationships or be part of these partnerships in friends, work, family, all that. Because this is what I see. This is what I see. You need that, keep that corner sky, so when you go out, you can always come back and recharge yourself. Because you are of air. You're a thinker. And it's not like you don't like people, you don't love people. It's just you need your corner of the sky. And that table right here, you need to create that space. So when you deal with all these folk, it's like you have your little haven that you can return to. Now the message from Spirit here is the Two of Cups. Now when we look at the Two of Cups, we think of love, relationship. But the Two of Cups, cups, water, emotion. This is just for connecting to others, your connection. So it's a time to be joyful. So this is also a time, if there's any conflict, regardless if it's business, personal, family, this is a time to really put all these conflicts aside and, just do what you got to do. And the message is gain well-being and happiness when you have rightfully accumulated it, but also when you have received and prepared for the next steps to take. So I'm looking at, but if there's any relationship, any kind of relationship, if they're good, they're good. But if there's a time, this is a good time to compromise and negotiate. You may be getting some tests with some partnerships. But it's also, this is a good chance to truly connect on all different levels. Now there could be that one special one. If this has to do with a love relationship, there's a possibility to really connect on a deep emotional level, because you can see it's like she has her hand on his heart, literally here. So there is an emotional connection. Or since Aquarian, you're air, you tend to connect with the mind. You're more or less an intellectual connection. So this is a sign maybe to try to connect to people on a more emotional level instead of an intellectual. And that's good. That's different for you. That's why you're going to have to get your little corner of the sky here. Oh, but interesting. We pulled the heart chakra. And you know, the heart is love. Oh, love, love, love. But the heart is your emotions. What are you feeling? This represents more or less strength of character, grief. Or there's some old things you're holding on to. Maybe you should just ask, what is your heart's desire? What do you really, truly desire at this particular time? Now, you know, this is the heart chakra. So that means eat your greens, eat your vegetables. You know, it's definitely a good time to do that and get you some cardiovascular exercise. But at the same time, what do you truly desire here? It's not about, maybe this grief is fear, you know, that, you know, maybe someone will resent you. You know, people do that anyway for different reasons. So, you know what I say. I don't have to say it. There was a little pause there. Fill in the blank. So, this is also about being vulnerable. Grief is the saying is grief is a place. Grief is just love with no place to go. I think that's prolific in a sense. But I don't really, and I don't think this is grief like, oh, poor me type of grief. I think since we're dealing with relationships, Aquarius, and since you are a mental person, you like to connect intellectually, this is all new for you. Not that it's new. I think this is something that you avoid, that heart emotional connection. So this is a time for you to look at that emotional connection versus the intellectual. Heart versus mind connection. And here I see we have the pine tree. The pine tree, it says, the light of love cannot be extinguished from the heart or soul because the light is eternal. Let your light shine. Don't fear the grief or people's resentment. Just be you. And you know what? You have the power to transform all these relationships. You are the queen in your own right. But I encourage you to have your little sacred space since you can create your little metaphysical corner in your home, or do some transforming in your home, like maybe get into feng shui or something else, because now you're touching into that heart, that emotions, where this is more grounded and you're more air. You can heal any relationship, good, bad, or indifferent. For you, since you got this heart, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this is about more connecting. This is a connecting on an emotional level. And your light is eternal. Let your light shine, and it'll shine back on you. So, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment below. Hit that subscribe button. And feel free to leave a comment below. This is Sister Omi. Peace.